What's going on, guys? TKD123 review, and today we're going to talk about the brand new stuff that came out yesterday off of Microsoft's Gamescom Conference. Now, you know, when I first was thinking about today, right, I was like, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to really talk about the Gamescom Conference at all, just because Microsoft was so lackluster. Like, there was nothing really crazy there. Like, there's nothing that really was going to, like, excite a lot of people for the One X. But, you know, now thinking about it in hindsight, I really do want to discuss even that point. So they started off the show with showing a little bit more of Assassin's Creed Origins and everything, and it had a great trailer. The trailer was dope, it was great, but my only hang up with that game, you know, currently right now is where I'm sitting at, where I might not get it. It's just because, you know, they took last year off, right? They took last year off to further develop Origins. They, you know, used that to just have more time on the game rather than have an annualized game release in 2016. They took 2016 off and everything for this game, right? And so when we saw it at E3, you know, it's not so much that the game looks bad per se, like not the graphics or anything. It's just the animations don't look like they spent 2 years on it, you know. And of course, you know, they spent way more than 2 years on it. If you think about it, you know, they spent way more than just the 2 years of 2016, you know, and a little bit 2017, obviously. You know, they had a ton of time to work on it also, you know. And of course, I'm no game dev, I'm not sure, you know, what it is, right? But just from my perspective, like, the animations is what got me kind of worried about it. It just looks like those animations came straight from PS3 and everything. However, the new trailer looked dope. I definitely highly recommend you check it out. It shows off the new hero and everything. It was definitely good. Definitely worth a watch. Then they went on to talk a little bit more about PUBG. We all know, of course, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is huge right now. It is a big game on PC. It is no joke. It's a big juggernaut right now. I believe right now it is like second or third or fourth most, you know, concurrent players right now on Steam. And I think they hit somewhere in the 400 million concurrent users, which is absolutely crazy. Huge game, huge deal right now, you know what I'm saying? And they just show off a really cool trailer that, you know, was supposedly running on the One X. We're not sure 100%, but that's what, you know, they said it was, I think. And the trailer was really cool and everything. But the more interesting thing to kind of discuss here about PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is that Microsoft is officially publishing PUBG on Xbox One, right? And so this is what a lot of people are like, whoa, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because at E3, they never explicitly said that this was an exclusive to the Xbox One console. Like, they didn't explicitly say that the console version of PUBG is exclusive to Xbox One, right? So we all kind of assumed that, oh, okay, like, it's cool. The old PlayStation 4 might, you know, get it at some point in the future or whatever, just because they didn't, you know, explicitly say that it's exclusive. But with them publishing it now, you know, and I'm just assuming publishing the console version of the game, now that's a little bit of a thing that maybe legit might not happen, right? Just because, you know, if they're publishing this game, I really doubt that, you know, they would port it, you know, and bring it to the PS4. Now, of course, you know, one might say, hey, yo, they have and own Minecraft, but Minecraft still, you know, came to the Vita, came to the PS4, came to all these things, right? And I believe some of those were after their purchase of Minecraft, but still, you know, the same caveat, that is a point there, where, like, they are still supporting, obviously, the, you know, Minecraft versions on the Vita and the PS4 and the PS3, so, you know, they might be just doing the same thing here. Who knows, maybe? We have no idea here, and I guess we're going to see in the future, but there is no official word on if, you know, PUBG is even coming to PS4. Next up here, they went on to discuss a little bit more about this new game here, finally like a new title they brought over. They announced Jurassic World Evolution, which is going to be basically a park building tycoon type of game, you know, in the set world of Jurassic World and everything, and it will be on Xbox One, PS4, and PC in the summer of 2018. So that's pretty cool to see there. I'm sure, like, a lot of people have that. I'm not the biggest Jurassic World fan, so I wasn't really, you know, that blown away about it. But overall, it looked pretty cool. It looked dope, and, like, it looked like a lot of people were, you know, very excited about it, so I can't wait for that game to come out in summer 2018. Then they announced here the Recore Definitive Edition, which will be coming with full HDR support and will feature enhanced visuals on the One X and everything like that. And also, I believe the game is also running in 4K on the One X. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that is what's happening, you know, with this Definitive Edition and everything. And what they said was, if you have the original version of Recore, you will be getting this version absolutely free, which should have been just like a thing that hadn't need to be said. that seems pretty obvious to me, you know what I'm saying, but who knows, like, maybe I'm just dumb, but like, that seems pretty obvious to me. But I think, you know, kind of the hang up here is that with this edition, you're gonna get also another core in the game, which I guess that was the thing that a lot of people were kind of like talking about and discussing, where, you know, they felt that in the game, they had a certain coils of that, because I guess in the game, there are cores that you get that unlock new abilities, and there were some areas in the map where, you know, you couldn't do anything based off of the cores you had, so a lot of people were led to believe that, oh, maybe they're gonna add, you know, new cores in DLC, or they had cores to begin with, but they took them out, whatever. But now they will be getting some more cores here for the game. You'll be able to use them in the definitive edition of Recore. And then we got some news about Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. They show off a really cool trailer and everything. Obviously, that game has been spoken for. The game's been said a ton at conferences and everything, and obviously that game will perform super well here going into the holiday season. So no doubts in my mind that that game will be critically acclaimed and everything, and be an overall good game. So definitely cool trailer there. Along with that, they announced, of course, some news obviously from Sea of Thieves, because why that game is out now, I don't know. It should have been out. They have beat this game, you know, just repeatedly, like basically like beating a dead horse at this point. So we got another news about Sea of Thieves here, and then what they said was that you will be able to cross-play between Xbox One and PC using Windows and everything. So that is pretty cool there. You'll be able to play Sea of Thieves, you know, with your PC players who are on Xbox One, and your Xbox One players who are on PC. So I guess if you're into that, if you're into Sea of Thieves, I'm definitely not. I will not be touching that game, but if you are, definitely go check that out, because it is cross-play. And that was basically all of the games news about, you know, this whole conference. Let's get into some Xbox One X console release news right here. So they officially unveiled the orders for the console, so now you can pre-order your version in your Xbox One X console at whatever, you know, place you want to do. But there are different ways and different things that you can actually get with this Xbox One X pre-order. So they have announced something here that I feel is really smart. I feel like this is a great idea overall, right? So what they did was they took an Xbox One S and they made a Minecraft edition console for it, right? So it has the skin of like a creeper and everything in the game, and it looks very much Minecraft-y. And I feel like this is going to be selling like crazy right now, bro. Because imagine you have a son, right? And you're in the store. He loves Minecraft. He sees this Xbox One S, you know, new console here. Obviously, it's not the X, but you know, it's the S version. You know, so again, right there, it's cheaper. So there, you know, even at that, I feel like the parents would even be more down to buy it for this kid. So overall, I feel like this is definitely going to be, you know, skewered and more kind of mainstream line towards the kids. And obviously, this will sell like crazy. I feel like this is one of the best moves that they made here yesterday. Then they went on to talk about the Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition, right? So this is going to be a limited edition, kind of like the launch edition, you know, to the Xbox One X and everything, and it will be the exact same price as a regular Xbox One X. Not like it will cost more or anything, but it is, you know, being sold by a first time first served basis. So if you don't get it, you know, and if you're kind of late to your pre-order, you will not be able to get this console. This is going to be in just a very exclusive limited run, and there's, I think, a new design with it. It's kind of like the original Xbox One Day 1 edition, where that one was like super rare and everything, and this is kind of the same thing here where it's called a Project Scorpio edition, and there's a little bit of different design to it. It looks really cool, looks pretty cool, everything, you know, looks pretty dope, whatever, and that's pretty much all there is. And there have been a lot of videos of people unboxing the Project Scorpio edition on their channels and everything, so definitely go check those out as well. They're playing them on YouTube, like I think IGN did one, and a bunch of other people did one as well, so definitely go check those out. And that was pretty much all the hype and hoopla here, you know, coming out of Microsoft's Gamescom conference, right? So, you know, for me, it was a pretty big letdown, honestly. Like, there wasn't anything super crazy that I found super anything groundbreaking, honestly. You know, and of course, with the news that I haven't even discussed yet on the channel, that Crackdown 3 got delayed. And now you are looking at Xbox's November and holiday season, and yeah, great, they have the One X, but they kind of shaped Crackdown 3 to be the Xbox One X's main game. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when you think back to when the Xbox One originally launched, right, you had Rise, you know what I'm saying, which is a pretty good game overall. It was, you know, really good game overall, right? Like, you had pretty staple games here, you know what I'm saying? When you think of the launch of the PS4, you had Killzone, you had, you know, Knuckles, you know, whatever, but, you know, you like had those main big IPs that come out with the console as well. And over here with the One X, I really don't see any game that could entice somebody to get a One X. I really don't, you know what I'm saying? And I really thought that Crackdown 3 was going to be that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, with Crackdown 3 originally talking about how they're going to use the cloud engine and everything, and how they were going to use, you know, their environments and their destructive dynamic things to really, you know, come to life through the cloud and everything. I thought they were going to do that overall with Crackdown 3, and also they could have easily touted out that, you know, with the One X, Crackdown 3 is going to look great and everything, and it's going to have all these things that it can do, you know, like this, that, and the third. And now here with this game being delayed, realistically speaking, what do they have? Like, what do they have going to? I don't know what they have going to sell season. I do not understand. You know, like right now, if I'm a gamer on Xbox One side, yo, I am pissed because, yeah, great, this holiday season we have multiplats, that's awesome. We have third-party games, that's great. But what about the exclusives? Like what about the you know, in-house made Microsoft first parties? Like, where are they? Because seriously, I'm not seeing anything, and like I don't know how they're gonna pull this off. Like, if they're gonna rely on third-party support to launch a console, that's fine and dandy. You can try that. Good luck, bud. But I just don't know, man. I am worried for Microsoft. I am very scared right now. I'm worried for Microsoft overall, and who knows how they're gonna perform this whole season. But I guess we will see come holiday season. I'm sure there will be a lot of discussion and a lot of talk going into the holiday season, because I don't understand how they what their plan is, what the strategy is in terms of games. I have no idea. But on that note, guys, if you all enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share down below. I appreciate you guys. Give me. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.